By the morning, I got on a meat on pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new bay alert, gonna be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost. Like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose to. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like new?
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Black Knights and the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks...
And all the way in! Touchdown, Cleveland! A big play there! 75 yards! And the Browns have taken the early lead. And he puts it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down. 4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey. 4 down.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9".
A toss play to Hunt. Room to run inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll have another 1st down and more. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Here we go now.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Left.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Everyone, you got 4 down. Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll.
Crash, 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 crash. Blitz, blitz. Sack, got him.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
55, Mike, 55.
He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
4 down, check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown! A great effort there. 73 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
4 down, 4 down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Cleveland after this. Mahomes to throw on second down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 68 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Butker now to kick this one away. And now the Browns coming out on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 55 is mine, guys. 55. Over.
He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. 31's the mic. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. 25, check 25.
They're going to try and throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's get this. Over.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Left, 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 left. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw here. Complete to Washington. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
That's a second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
check. Fresno.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Returnable here from the 38. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Double tight.
They come out here in the I. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
Single.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Browns have moved out in front. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go. Green 90. Black 58 rail. Black 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the the 44, and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's got room. And he cuts it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal. Couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
34, eyes on 34. Gun, 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 gun. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Detroit! Check. Over!
Looking to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Over!
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Zing! 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Hey, watch the slant.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. He'll take it at the 42. The great blocking nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now here's whistles and another timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Let's go one more. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that?